Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Chris with Home Trust Financing. This will be your Monday market snapshot on a Tuesday, and it's a special week, right? It's election night, Trump versus Harris, and we have to see how this thing's going to play out. But I'm going to give you guys what a lot of people have been asking me. What do I think is going to happen with interest rates and where I think the market's at and where I think it's going to go? And, this is just my opinion, but I take, a lot of information and things that I hear from various sources, and I try to, make an informed decision on what I think is going to happen. And I've got a lot of history in this business, so I've seen some ups and downs, none quite like this, but, it's all good, right? So here's where rates are at now. Right now, rates are probably about 5/8 to 3/4 of a point higher than what they were maybe about 5 weeks ago. And basically what's happened is you've had a few economic reports that weren't favorable, but the biggest thing that you have happening, right, is the election. One thing that markets do not like is uncertainty. And right now it's very uncertain if the winner of this presidency is going to be Trump or it's going to be Harris. And, either one's going to have a very different outcome on the next 4 years. But, we do know a few things. We know that right now we're paying $1 trillion in interest in our national debt on an annual basis, and that's not sustainable. So we know that rates do have to come down. If anything, the federal government's going to want to refinance that debt at a lower rate. So it's in their best interest to get rates down, whether they take other monetary policy or whatever they need to do, but something has to change, right? So it's not sustainable to have rates this high. Plus you have 60% of the nation right now that has interest rates that are 4% or under. So 60% of the nation right now has 4% or under interest rates, and that's why you don't have so many people that are trying to buy right now. Right now, people are buying more because they need to, not because they want to. And it just is what it is. So you got to incentivize that market. It's not sustainable for the real estate market either. So here's what I think is going to happen. Okay, I think right now, rates are up about 5/8 to 3/4 of a point because of the anticipation of the election that's going to happen. I think depending on the outcome of that, one of those candidates could really accelerate the economy, and the other one, not so much, I don't think. But I think what will happen, I think rates will come down at the short term, at least 5/8 to 3/4 of a point. Plus, there's another rate reduction that we're expecting for 1/4 of a point that's going to be coming up very soon. And then it's more about how the Federal Reserve Bank forecasts what's going to happen with rates in the future. So, all these things are going to factor in. And like I said, depending on who wins this election is going to be a big part of it. But either way, I think in the short term, rates should come down maybe at least a full point if you factor in after the election's over, and if you factor in the rate reduction that's going to be coming up, and then depending on that forecast, right? So this is kind of my prediction. We'll see what happens. Go vote. Get your vote out there, man. And, if you guys have any questions, anything I can help you with, always feel free to reach out. Like I said, I'm your local mortgage broker here in the Houston, Texas area, but I can do home loans in the state of Texas. So please reach out, and good luck to you all.